Here with a couple of clowns. We're heading to get a bite to eat. Scotty's trying to hide in the back. Look at him trying not to be in the camera shot. That's Scott Zeron in the back of the bus where he never usually is. Wasn't in the back of the bus today. Like, he makes fun of me my whole life about putting horses on the front. And here he puts Crantini right on the blower. Crantini was fantastic today. Our other horse, for the most part, we had a good day. Especially coming in off 2 breaks yesterday, which were right on suicide watch almost. And then go to, where are you parked at?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's what we have to stop on. So you're going to the hotel right now, main lobby.
What's the name of the hotel?
It's right there. It's the Hyatt.
Okay.
Couldn't be any closer.
Okay.
I need you to go the first hotel you come across. I'll keep your program. So you're getting in the front of you back there. You can just pretend that I'm your driver.
That's right.
I'm your professional driver. So pretty good day. Yesterday, obviously, we had a couple of mishaps. Wasn't a good day. And I'll tell you what, I'm not a superstitious person. That guy is. I'm not a superstitious person. I was so mad yesterday. I had one favorite couldn't lose, was going to win. The other one was going to be second. They both made breaks in weird spots in Scioto. I come in, snap my glasses into 1,000 pieces, and the gloves discarded immediately.
Yes.
Your dad used to be bad. You are like that, aren't you?
I'll change whips.
Change whips?
Yep.
I didn't do that. I never thought of that one. Anyway, whatever happened. We had a pretty good day today. A little disappointed with Carter, but a very telling start with Carter Michael Dio. Now, I told you guys I trained him the other day at Northfield Park. I had him hung up a little bit differently than he was at Mohawk, but I felt he was running in too bad. Now, that was a half-mile track. So I think, in hindsight, I should have just left him the way I had him. But most importantly today, the one thing I did notice is this track's a little bit loose, and when push came to shove, a lot of horses were making breaks in a lot of places. Now, you had said Crantini put a couple of steps in, and Megan thought it was the shoes. Yeah, so not as much as shoes as much as a lack of grab. And I suspect the same thing happened with Carter Michael Dio. The only difference is he's a professional and kept his trotting in one. I still got my amateur card, and I made a break. So, as I said, at top speed, I can see what Carter Michael Dio is doing now. Unfortunately, it cost us about $16,000 for me to see that because he was going to be second quite handily and quite easily. But the good news of the day, obviously, is that Crantini won the race and looked fantastic doing it. Very, very happy with the way the horse is going, even happy with the way he's driving and Megan is training. Very happy overall. Carter Michael Dio, I am quite confident that will be his last break for a while. Now, I know I said that, and he didn't run at Northfield Park, but I did not get to see him at 27-second speed. I did today. So Carter Michael Dio, I'm confident I can square him away for Philadelphia. And the greatest news of all today is I love Pennsylvania Scott. He has 3 breaks in a row, and he can still race in Philadelphia next week because it's a flat line in 45 days.
Yes.
He's at 41 days for next week in Philadelphia. Now, just 1 second, Scott, because I'm going to get you to talk about Crantini also. I'm going to have to. Spitfire Overseas. You know, you guys know, I'm going to be honest with you. Coming out of the gate in these bigger stake races, it's all about where you get placed, and he knows this, right? But I just thought Spitfire Overseas, he's got a long year, and I don't want to rush him. He has made breaks. He made a break at the gate on James. He broke with the broken hobbles at Mohawk, so he's no stranger to making a break, and I really didn't want to put him in a bad spot in a stake race. I thought if I got away 6th or 7th and caught cover, fine. If he wanted to go out of there, I was going to let him go out of there a little bit. He didn't. He kind of fell off the gate. I said, oh, no problem. The horse is winning 55. But I ended up getting away 7th or 8th with him. I look up at the quarter pole, and the 3 horses behind me as the favorite were sitting 1, 2, and 3. This guy was in front of me, Dave Pallone. These guys aren't moving. There's zero movement. So when I put him in gear, I put him in gear to get to where I had to get to. I put him in a place where he was going to have to bail me out, and he couldn't. And he raced his heart out, finished 4th, did a very good job. But ultimately, not the best position for me to put him in. Now, I guess bittersweet. After the race, we scoped him. He was 4 out of 5 for mucus. Now, this is white allergy mucus. I said to Tim, we need to work hard to clean this up for Philadelphia. 8 days, these colts come back. The first 3 were fantastic, right? What a day, what a way to start off our day. First race, An easy winner with Tailgate Buzz wrapped up. Coming off a mile and 56 and 2 to back him up 59 was really important. This colt's brimming with confidence now. Fashion Presidente raced awesome. I really like what this horse has turned into. He's not a sire stake horse, but he's a really handy trotter. And then, of course, Austral Hanover has been the surprise of maybe, I would say, one of the biggest surprises since we opened the stable. To have a horse that was so bad his entire life and then turn into such a nice horse to drive, a handy horse to drive, and a fast horse. It's really just very lucky to have him as good as he is. Now, Scotty.
Yeah.
Crantini, you were talking about, did he get rough coming out of the gate?
A little bit. When the gate straightened up, he still had his weight shifted outward.
Yeah.
So I just had to wait a step on him.
And he got out of there, and he did his work well. I know you said he was a little rough in spots. Now, looking back on it, because obviously I didn't see what was going on there, didn't have a good view. When you put him in gear, his first couple of strides forward were out of gear.
Yes. Yeah. Once again, swinging off the turn, weight shifted out.
Yeah.
Not grabbing the track.
So that's what the thoroughbreds would call switching their leads.
Yes.
And he did that at the gate. He did that on me in the qualifier coming out of the gate. But I just thought, he's green. But I think you're right. This track was so hard to get a hold of today. Spitfire's got 3 corks on his front shoes up front. The colt with flip-flops on has grab and cork. All our horses had lots of grab except for Crantini and Carter Michael Dio. And listen, I'm happy Crantini won. Anytime we have one good horse in a jurisdiction, it's a very good year for us. And we had 6 today. It was pretty clear to anybody with a set of eyeballs that Carter Michael Dio was going to be second. And you guys know it's not hard to make an argument what happened with Spitfire Overseas. I should have floated him a little harder out of the gate, got away 4th, removed him, or if I come from 4th, I win. I'm 8 lengths back at the half. I'm at the half in a minute and 3/5 and go a mile and 57 in a piece. The horse, I just put him in a spot. I just put him in a spot that he couldn't overcome, and that won't happen again. We'll go to Philadelphia next week with Crantini. We'll go to Philadelphia with these guys. Then, as I was just talking to Tim about, Scott and Megan will take all of the entire herd to the Poconos. What are you getting about? Tentatively. The entire herd's going to the Poconos. If there's some overlap, I'm happy to go down or whatever, but the 3 Stallion Series horses were lights out. They were perfect. Did nothing wrong, controlled the race, and won very handily. Carter Michael Dio, I will have this horse squared away for Philadelphia. Crantini, not a hard fix, as Scott said. It was mostly the track than anything else. And Spitfire Overseas just needs a little more heads-up drive, and that was my fault. But, it was such a long year. I can still make an argument for the poor drive I gave him. It's a long year, and I just didn't want to use him up, and I certainly didn't want to have him make a break. Knowing what I know now about the horse, I can drive much more aggressively in Philadelphia, and I or he will. So with that, an absolutely tremendous day. It could have been better. Could always be better, But Carter Michael Dio was going to be second and made a break. Spitfire Overseas had the 8 hole, got roughed up a little bit. He was 4th, but everybody else was absolutely spectacular. So a great job by you and Megan on the horse, and obviously. Good luck with Taiwan on tomorrow. She's had a better week. Yes, Megan, but...
Yes. Her feet were bothering her. That was
it'll happen. And I told Scott, too, he didn't realize the horse that we won the first race with, Tailgate Buzz, is a full brother to Taiwan on. So, with that, again, thanks, Scotty and Megan, for doing a great job. I will talk to everybody. Certainly a much better day today than it was yesterday. Take care.